Hi, I'm Justin McGarry, Vice President of Product Management for Compute Software here at HPE. I'm really excited to be joined by Nigel Mulholland, Managing Director of Nitec Solutions. Nigel, welcome.
Hi, Justin.
Really excited to have you here. I know this will be a great conversation. Maybe we first start with sharing a little bit about Nitec Solutions.
So, Justin, Nitec is a managed service provider in Northern Ireland. We're looking after a couple of hundred small businesses. We serve them with 75 staff members.
Okay. Great. And tell me a little bit maybe about the backstory with Compute Ops Management. I know you guys started with us a few years ago now. You've seen a lot of success with the product. Talk a little bit about that journey and where you started with HPE.
So that journey with COM began actually with the Aruba Central folk.
Okay.
So I think they passed our name on as a managed service provider that was particularly needy and tended to ask for lots of features in their product.
Yeah.
And so they reached out to us and told us about this product called COM.
Okay.
That honestly, we had been struggling with trying to achieve managing baselines on servers for many years and failed miserably. It was a very manual process, and COM came along to solve that problem.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, what are some of the benefits that you and the team have seen since you've implemented Compute Ops Management? Again, you're servicing all of these different customers across UK and Ireland. So talk a little bit about some of those outcomes that maybe you and the team have had, but then what are some of the benefits that your customers have experienced as well?
Well, at least this isn't going to be public, and my customers won't be able to find out that at best, the outcome that they were paying Nitec for in the past was mediocre. It was the outcome we got.
Yeah.
So honestly, in the past, it was a manual thing. HP would come along with some baseline updates for our estate, and we would assess that, and it would be a manual process. The contrast now is that we take those baselines, we do a little bit of testing with them internally, and then we deploy them. And that deployment is far more reliable and robust than any experience we had before.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I know that you're a managed service provider, so you are leveraging Compute Ops Management day in and day out in your operations. How have you started to kind of build and maybe monetize services as a result of having Compute Ops Management in the environment now at scale? Tell us a little bit about how you've been working through that as a business.
It's kind of the other way around. We had already monetized, charged for looking after our customer servers.
Okay.
And the outcome here is that we've taken something that was thoroughly unprofitable and manual and turned it into something that we can actually achieve for the money that we're being paid.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say the costs have been reduced by 75, 80, maybe even 90%. Wow. The effort has been hugely reduced.
Yeah.
And I think probably one of the key things for us, the trauma is reduced of trying to manually update these servers out of hours and almost hoping for the best.
Yeah.
The outcomes are remarkably consistent. So the monetizing is that actually something we're doing now is finally profitable.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe you're even thinking about how you reprioritize some of those resources to some of the other activities within Nitec in the environment. Is that fair to say?
In our world, we're thinking about how do we do more
for them?
And I would describe COM as a product that a week doesn't go by without the COM product having new features added. Mm-hmm. And that's exciting. We're engaging with the COM team on a monthly basis, and the roadmap of what's coming and what has already come has our eyes wide.
Yeah.
And so we're gaining facility now and being able to monitor an estate and bubble up insights that's helping us provide a better service in ways that we could never have imagined before.
Yeah. Okay. So better service experience for your customers as a result of having Compute Ops Management. I want to pull on maybe a little bit more a thread you were just talking about there, Nigel, with a lot of the new capabilities. So Compute Ops Management, SaaS-based, cloud-native offering that we have from HPE. as a result, we're iterating on that and we're releasing new features almost every single day. So maybe share a little bit out some of the recent capabilities that we brought to market. What's piqued your interest, and maybe more importantly, what's in the roadmap, or what should we be thinking about as a team as we continue to evolve to make sure that we're providing what you need as a managed service provider?
Well, let's take two simple examples. In the past, if a customer was asking us about reporting some performance issues, we would use our managed service provider RMM tooling to try and get some sort of a historical view. What does normal look like and what does today look like? Now that data is sitting within the AI insights inside COM.
Yeah.
And over an extended period, we have weeks and months worth of data there that we can compare to. Turning that around and thinking about future, the idea of being able to not just look at that in a moment when things seem to be going wrong, but being able to be have that highlighted to show us that something is going wrong is brilliant.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at that on the roadmap.
Okay.
And in our world of managed service provision, looking for the moment when that gets logged as a ticket, something's out of kilter with the customer server, we should go take a look. That excites us.
Yeah.
I think in our world, following checklists is a challenge. Sorry, Nitec engineers. Following a checklist in detail at times can be a challenge and things get missed. We're only human.
Yeah.
And so being able to spot those compliance issues where we've skipped something, having that bubble up to the surface and being able to maintain that baseline is also really good. I think in terms of the future product features, for us at the moment, we're dealing with each of our customers as an individual within the COM platform, and having the ability as a managed service provider to be able to bubble up that information across all of the tenants really excites us.
Yeah.
And it's sitting there on the roadmap.
Yeah.
And we're going to hold you accountable to that one.
Oh, I love that.
We're looking forward to that one being delivered.
Yeah. Well, Nigel, I can't thank you enough for joining me here. You've been really putting a lot of great focus and emphasis on building your business at Nitec Solutions, leveraging Compute Ops Management to do that. I know really partnering closely with our team to ensure that we're accelerating our roadmap to deliver those capabilities for you as a managed service provider. And I know there's a lot of managed service providers out there that would love to learn from the best practices and the experience that you've had that you shared with us here today. So thank you for your partnership. Thank you for joining me here. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Justin.
All right. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it.